traffic Bravo Sierra uniform, Zulu Yankee taking off runway, 21 departure to the south.
Well, by the time this video goes up, you probably all have seen the last episode where, let's just say, I landed, but not correctly, and it was the wrong way round. So I did recover from it, I'm okay, but I did lose another plane, and for that reason I've decided I can't afford another one, so I've rented this one to continue the leg and finish this tour off, and I've just slapped myself on the runway because this is where we should have landed on that last video, which we didn't. And I'll put it up in the top right hand corner if you haven't seen it by now, but I'm sure you all have. So let's just forget what ever happened, get ourselves set up here and get out of here as fast as we can. That's my bottle anyway. So I'm just, the plane's already set up and everything because like I said, I'm renting this one, just getting myself ready to go out the road, and we'll put myself on heading mode because judging by my approach into this place, it's not going to be very easy getting back out again, I don't think. So I'm just anticipating myself here. Let's just put ourselves up to about 4,000. We're already at 2.5, 2.8, I reckon. So get our flaps set up. Right, we'll be all good to go and get ourselves out of here. Let's go. Fingers crossed this takeoff's a lot better than the approaching and the landing in. So here we go. Zoom this away. This runway looks as though it was easy enough to find, but you'll see from a wee minute, in a wee second, why I found it so hard to find. And you can probably tell the most experienced people of you just now, with the high altitude that I'm at, that see if we look out our window in just a little wee minute, see down there, that's where we were. I reckon, plodding about. If all I knew it was on top of a mountain, this airport,
Barcelona
I should have looked up
Bravo Sierra uniform Zulu Yankee is type C182 RG 1 miles southwest of Lima, Echo Sierra uniform 2,900 feet. Request flight following.
Bravo Sierra uniform Zulu Yankee Barcelona Center. Squawk 5126.
Squawk 5126 uniform Zulu Yankee.
Uniform Zulu Yankee radar contact 2 miles southwest of Lima Echo Sierra uniform 3,300 feet. Altimeter 29.85.
Roger uniform Zulu Yankee.
So, like I was saying there just a wee minute ago, while we're heading this direction, I'm still flying manually. Hang on. The approach into this landing wasn't very good at all, so I'm not proud of that moment. And I'll put up the wee video here of me tackling that wee bit, just to show you. I'll zoom in around at this point while I'm flying my plane. But the most experienced of you will all notice what I've done wrong. And now that looking back on it, a few days later when I recorded this one and I put up the last video, I now know exactly what happened. And maybe I'll just need to return back here again sometime in the future and just do it properly. Who knows? But it's empty spotted right now that while I'm flying here, trying to get myself back onto the pig line. What have I done? I didn't notice this at the time of flying it while I was doing it, but I'm doing this voiceover afterwards instead of during. like what I did before. And I'm flying manually. I'm trying to practice my plane, but there is one slight detail here that I've done wrong. And I think it's all down to my controls. I think I've just maybe pushed the wrong button, because it's been a while since I've flown. And it does take me a long time to figure this out. I even try and reduce my speed here. Try to work out what it is. I don't know why. I don't think I remember. I don't realise what's happened. But I'm sure you've all spotted. Well, let me know down below at this timestamp. What do you think I'm talking about here? I know. And in a wee minute or two, you're going to find out the answer. That's great scenery, right enough, and I think that's what was taking my attraction away, because I was looking out the window here while I was flying, just to make sure I don't have a repeat of flying into mountains and things like my previous video, which we don't talk about. But I'm still not figuring it out. You can probably tell by the engine as well. You should be able to hear by the engine. I think it's round about soon. Is it? Tell you when. Still just trying to navigate my way around these mountains first. I'll tell you when. I'm not going to tell you what I change. I want you to figure it out. I'll just tell you at the moment what you think I've done. So we're just carrying on here at the moment. Excuse me. There's more power going in because I can see that I'm losing speed. Still not figured it out. There we go. Right, what have I changed here, folks? And now I have to recorrect myself and sort myself out because of it. I'll leave that all down to you. I'm not going to mention nothing. I want you to all mention in the comments exactly what. And if you're really real experienced, try and let the beginners do it, please. Please. I'd like the beginners to see if they can figure out what I've done. I'm trying to navigate my way through these mountains here, as I do want to get back onto this pink line and get myself out of this area because everything's gone wrong. I do need to come back and revisit here, I think. Somewhere down the line. But you can see I'm just sort of trimming these trees at the moment, look. Oh, crikey, am I going to break this plane as well? Cost myself in further debt? Surely not. Surely not. Maybe this is me setting up my autopilot, trying to see if we can get back on this nav line, get some control over this plane. Now, all the things I was talking about earlier on, if you have mentioned in the comments by now, whoa. Wait a minute. If you have mentioned in the comments below, hang on, I need to take manual control. Whoops. Just making sure I don't crash into this area is my bear park at the moment. Do I need to go and I think what I'll need to do is look up the charts and do checklists and things and look properly of what I'm supposed to do rather than just jumping in the sim and flying, because there's 101 things here. If this was real life, then my pilot's license would be long gone by now. course it will. Because I'll not be here. So, hopefully, it's looking good now. There's better, big gap, better terrain here. Right, so like I was saying, that bit before that was telling you to put in the comments, if I'd done checklists and things properly, that would never have happened. So please, 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 people, if you are actually a proper pilot or you're trying to be a proper pilot, please make sure you do your checklists, because that could have resulted in yet another dodgy landing, should I say, on my part here. Because I could have had the possibility of stalling and coming down kind of weird. So just reiterate, everybody, watch right people, do your checklist, do everything you're supposed to do, and don't follow my advice. That's all I'm going to say. I'm practicing, and right now, when I was recording this video, it wasn't the greatest of days, should I say. So I think that's what my brain is elsewhere. I just wanted to play the sim, but I think that's what caused half of all that back there. So let's just get out of here. Let's forget it ever happened. We'll continue on our direction here away over to this POI, because it is close to the airport at the other end. And fingers crossed we get a better solution back then. Surely we can get back on schedule and we can land this thing properly and we can have no problems. Got to have, surely, of course. So we are still flying here. Oh, look, I love this interior, this plane. I think I'm sticking with my red one. I do like the red livery in this. Like the sort of burgundy interior inside as well. It's quite nice. So I'm just making sure my mixture and everything in my plane and leaning this plane out properly. And now you can see that we've jumped ahead, closer to where I'm trying to descend, down to the POI. And hopefully I can capture it okay. The rest of the flight was just over mountain terrain. This is the nicest scenery here. So this is why I jumped ahead at this particular moment. And I am trying to configure my plane to have a much better solution here. I have got the stall warning or some sort of warning there. Better put my power in. That'll be my landing gear. It's because it was coming at the flap situation there. I've got a funny feeling my landing gear wasn't down at that point. So, as you can see there, I'm just sort of plodding about, just trying to get my bearings back on my plane again. As we drift further and further down, closer to the ground. I have got flaps and everything here because I'm just trying to slowly bring my plane down. I'm doing it probably all incorrectly because I know when we do find this POI, I know that the airport's not close by. So my reasoning for doing all this and configuring the flaps and configuring everything else while going circling around this POI, that we should hopefully be in a better position to land at the airport and do this properly, should I say? Because I did look up the stuff from before to make sure, and I know, well, when we see the POI, we've just to follow up a wee bit of the mountain and then we should be at our airport. So I'll just turn round. I think, was that my POI over there? I don't know. Because at some stage, what I tend to do, I do think we fly around here just a wee bit, just to work it out. So I'm letting you see some scenery while we do this. My book. adjust myself here just to see my bearings, because I'm trying to, while I'm using the gauges and things and looking around, I'm trying to look out the window as well and see if I can see what I'm supposed to be looking at. Just come around here. I'm sure the POI is here somewhere. Almost certain it. Maybe flown on round on top of it, and I've maybe flown whatever, I don't know. But we are coming round, hopefully. Fingers crossed. There's one POI anyway, whether it's the one we want. It's a different story. It does look like a bridge, doesn't it? I don't think that's the one we're after, but I know the airport is off this river again, somehow. So I'm heading sort of that direction and sort of circling at the same time. Hopefully view some of the stuff around about here, see our bearings, see whereabouts we are. Work this out. Pum 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 pum. Can't actually remember whereabouts I'm actually flying here, but there we go. There's a couple of POIs here. I've got a funny feeling. I know I'm not flying properly again, people. I was just trying to have some fun in the sim. There we go. Yep, this is the POI that we should be coming down to see, I think. Is it? Well, there's bridges for you people that like bridges anyway, if you just want to go and take a look, but you can see just a wee bit there. I wonder if this is our airport over here that we're heading to. I can't see my pink line on my nav page at the moment. I don't know, I think that's the airport that we don't want to land at, as far as I remember. So I do circle around here a wee bit again. I'm going to have to get better at this, aren't I, people? I know I'm not following proper procedures with ATC and things, because I'm probably all doing things wrong here, but let's just push that aside for the moment. One thing's first. Fly the plane, get to where we need to be, and then we'll start worrying about adding things in my book. I think I'm heading towards this airport because I've got a funny feeling this is where I think the airport is actually to be. Yeah, I did change my mind. Oh, yep. I'm probably breaking this plane by flying around with flaps and things down, but hey ho. I think I've got in my mind, I think that this airport here, this pin is where I should
Lima
be.
Echo Zulu Alpha Traffic Bravo Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee 1 mile south, 2,000 feet inbound to land runway 11.
Then again, judging about ATC there, that says to me that the airport might have been either underneath me or close by if it thought I was going to come down and land. So, no way. Are we doing this again? Seriously? Seriously? get my bearings. This is why I'm in chase cam. Maybe shouldn't be flying my plane like this, but I'm just trying to. I think that's that POI that I keep on circling round. Oh, crikey. I'm going to start investigating, I think, what I should be doing and having a rough idea of where airports and things are. I thought I figured this one out. Because when I was putting the POI, I did notice that it wasn't too far away from here, so that's when I was doing it on the world map at the start. At least you can see a bit of scenery. At least I'm giving you that sort of bit of footage at the same time. Maybe flying a little too much here, and hopefully this doesn't count towards my VA, because you're supposed to get your achievement within a certain number of miles as well. I don't know if that's possible in my book, when I'm circling around looking for airports. I mean, but I'm fingers crossed. Maybe I should reiterate that I'm actually quite glad that I'm not using the client that picks up my trail, because that would figure out how long I'm actually in the air here. Having a wee peek for the airport, and it's not looking too great so far. I do spend a lot of time, an awful lot of time, so not to bore you all with all that time and effort trying to look for this airport once again, I'm going to fast forward and bring you to this point here where I had to stop yet again to figure this out and to finally figure out whereabouts I am actually supposed to be landing. And at this point, this was like 30-40 minutes later in the sim, which I'm not going to bore you with. I'm just going to come down, and hopefully this time I think I've found it. And if I haven't found it, then well, this is where I'm landing. So, oh crikey, I'm crashing into everything here. It looks like a road to me. So it does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Although hopefully this is my airport. I'm taking this as my airport. I'm hoping that I'm in the right place. And if I'm not, then well, this is where we're going to be ending up. There's the windsocks. It's definitely the airport. Here we go, peeps. There's the details. And I'll see you all again on the next leg. Cheerio!